Is there any way of like a photograph, if they've got paper glued to the back of it, that they glued it to?
Like in a book.
Yeah. I haven't had much luck removing that stuff. I've got some here that have been glued. Well, like that. That was glued in the back of a book, and I got it off, but as far as getting that out of there.
But like a photograph,
Where you don't see the back, but you want the stuff out.
Oh, you're trying to peel that off there?
Yeah, like a regular photo rather than a paper,
I would think you could start misting the back of it, the paper, start peeling the paper, let the paper come apart, because the photo's not going to. It's a different paper, but just slowly start.
You can't get the photo wet. I mean,
Well,
the front of it, you can't know.
If you use that PEC stuff, it wouldn't hurt it. I would think if you go to a Photoshop, because I'm not a photo person, because photos are all wet at one time. They soak them in that solution. I think if you just soak it back in that solution, the other paper is going to disintegrate, fall apart, but the picture will be safe. I would think. Take the paper apart.
I've seen photos that are in those old albums where you peel back the plastic and then you stick them on and then you peel it down. And after they've been in there years and years, if you try to peel the plastic back, it either rips off the front of the photo, or if you can get the plastic back, when you try to pull the photo off the thing, the back sticks and get some real. Is there a way to get those out of there?
I would almost try this stuff.
What is that?
That's some sort of remover. Where'd my glasses go? This is a problem. Please, somebody follow me the wrong way. This is a remover for adhesive, tapes, gum, tar, crayon, lip balm, for those of you who are kissing your literature, grease, and more.
What's the name of the product?
Undo.
Undo.
Undo. Squeeze several drops onto the attached tool, which is this, and immediately begin removing the sticky. I wonder if I had something here. I hate to use my old one for the first test, but Bonnie already wrote on it, so I guess I might as well.
Yeah, I know what she's talking about, because I've got albums that my mother-in-law pictures and they glue that. Well, there's that.
Yeah.
They had they had like the sticky back, and then you put the cellophane over the top of them.
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's working?
it's working. It's taking it right off.
So you just put that in behind it?
Yeah, because it leaks down into here. It makes like a trough.
And that's the stuff called undo.
Yep. Well, it's undoing it.
What? That's what I was thinking. Huh.
Now, I think if I did that, I'd be wiping the photo off pretty quick. But,
It's working.
yeah, appears to be working.
And what was the name of that putty stuff that you were using?
Absorbing.
Absorbing.
That's right here.
Absorbing.
Absorbing.
Absorbing. And the sponge is the same stuff, just a different style.
What's the name of the sponge?
Absorbing.
Absorbing.
Yeah, it's also the same thing.
What about this little thingy?
That is,
What's that called?
it's a dry cleaning pad.
Dry cleaning pad.
It's a dry cleaning pad.
Where'd you get that big sponge at?
This I bought on, you can get them on Amazon. They are available on Amazon. If you type in Absorbing, both these products should show up. And I had piece of paper with that sponge, but it's the same brand, I know that.
So if there were a piece of literature, or maybe a magazine page, or a photocopy of paper, something that was put into a, those page preservers, but you know when they get old and then you try to pull them out and the ink sticks to the inside of the page protector, is there anything that can be done to salvage that if you notice it's gonna start peeling out?
If it's regular paper, I would just soak it in the water.
Inside the page protector?
Yeah, I mean, you can open it up enough to get water in there.
And that'll-
Like cut the sides off of it and let it soak, and then slowly start peeling that off. And there's a lot of times that paper is too fragile. If you got a couple pieces of paper stuck together, when you get it out of there, put it on here, take it out of the water, put it on the plastic, and then rub it so that it is stuck to the plastic. And say you've got a couple pages stuck together. But one page is stuck to the plastic, then you're going to be able to peel the other off, and this one is going to stay adhered to that. And once you've got that off of the paper, then you can take this off of there, and it's still a good solid piece. So just hanging out the literature by the edges isn't the best. I mean, you lift it out with, if you lift it out, you lift it with this, because I've got a book in here, it's probably not going to lift very well. But you would lift it out with this, or you put a piece of plastic on it as soon as you get it out. Just, I was here holding it up because I've done it a lot, but it's not the best way to do it. So always have some support. Yeah, you rip the corners off of it, or it'll get fragile and tear.
Now, you were talking earlier about how you can take the wet paper and put it between two pieces of blotting paper, put a piece of gloss on it and wait, and that'll help
We'll
let it
check on
dry
that.
flat. But
Yeah.
how would you do that with the magazine if there's several pages? Wouldn't they stick back together if you put them in
If
blotting
you put
paper?
the-
You were
put
talking
that-
about putting wax paper
Put wax
between
paper
each sheet.
between them,
And then what?
just go ahead and crush it. and
Still
then-
put it in blotting paper, okay.
Yeah, and then as the first layer dries, open it up and do it again.
Okay.
And just keep doing that until it's all dried.
Okay.
Most of you've been around your courthouse, those great big, huge, beautiful books. They moved all of them out of the courthouse into the basement of the armory. Nobody paid attention, it was a vault area, it was climate control and everything, the historical people did. Water line.
Underground, that's the one that was
Water
soaking
line
wet
what?
a while
Water
ago.
line ruptured above
That's
this
nice and
vault,
flat.
filled full of water. And all those books, we
Yep.
spent hours, but.
I don't know, I haven't tried, that's that blue stuff.
Wow. Wow.
I mean, they
I'm afraid that's too dry for hydrogen peroxide to get to. Yeah, it's still got some dampness in it, but that blotting paper will pull it out of there pretty quick. But that's a nice, that was soaking wet a while ago.
Yes.
You saw it.
Is that dry already?
It's on video.
We have proof.
Yeah, proof.
Wow.
It's just amazing. Yeah, and you just give it a little more time.
Yeah.
Because there's so many pages.
Yeah, I got a couple pages here that are fighting me.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I got a couple pages that don't want to.
Wash things in the washer.
It gives a whole new meaning to doing laundry.
And, you know, if you let them dry, a lot of times, they're all right.
But there are a lot of YouTube videos if you go on and look for cleaning paper or mending paper. The Smithsonian has quite a few videos. Some of theirs are a little extreme for what we're doing. I mean, we're not preserving the Mona Lisa here.
Well, and
Tractor literature.
so much equipment and supplies that the average person never did.
Right,
Stuff.
right. I had to shop around when I started getting all this stuff.
I was gonna say. You want to finish your job now.
I know, now I gotta hang it out to dry.
If you've been out in the yard, the hay press out there, I have the original sales brochure to that hay press. And the Harvey called it a 1907, but I don't think they bought it until about 9. That's my game, and I'm gonna check the date, I don't know where to go back, but I have the original. I have a copy of it with me in the, but I don't have the original. I keep it archived, and that's why I'm interested, I want to preserve it.
Yeah.
It's the only one I've ever seen. It's got the wheat angel on the front of it, it's called, the front page is called.
And there's a lot of things that, it's, I forgot about that one. It's,
Oops.
it'll be okay, I'll learn it. You know, I want to take it and show it to people, but you don't want to take the original because you don't want them fingering it and everything. So I'll make a lot of copies of the stuff that I really want to show people. Leave the original there in the vault. Take copies with me. That way, if somebody does take it, if it gets damaged, it's no big deal. You got the original. Scan and everything's good too. I got way too much stuff to even think about starting to scan, to digitize everything. I do have all my Oliver stuff. I went through, and because they all have code numbers on the back, I've started an Excel spreadsheet, and I've entered everything, and I've got the code number, what it is, if it's tractor, combine, or equipment. And then with Oliver, there was another code that told how many were produced, or how many were printed. So I have that code on there, and then I've got a check mark if I have it or not. Because there's some things I know there's a piece of literature for that, I know there's a form number, but I don't have it. So I've got a little check there. So I've got that in a big spreadsheet, and I've downloaded it to Documents to Go, and I can take that with my iPad whenever I go to a toy show or something. I'm picking up literature for the Oliver stuff. I'm like, do I have that or not? And just skim through there, and oh, got it, don't need it. So that comes in pretty handy. But I haven't begun to archive everything else. That's about all I got.
Is there a grading system for the literature?
Is what?
A grading system?
You know, I'm sure there is. I don't know what it is. It's just like toys.
Only a part of ballpark. That's your big comic books, your big.
Okay. Yeah, I know there is, but I don't intend to ever sell any of my literature, so I don't worry about it. I'm more into the information that's in there because that's what helps me do what I do. It's not an investment for me as far as selling it to somebody when I'm gone or something. It's more of, for me, it's preserving it so somebody else can look at it, or so the information's still around.
I'm just thinking as you upgrade sometimes.
Yes,